I have less than 500 subscribers, zero fancy setup, and yet YouTube has changed my life. If you are someone who's shy, scared of starting something new, scared of people's judgment, this video is for you. First, let me paint a picture of the kind of person I used to be. I was this shy, introvert girl who was scared of being called out in class by teachers because I was worried I was going to say something wrong, people would laugh and judge me. And from that to starting a YouTube channel was a complete 180. I'm completely outside my comfort zone right now, and it has made me challenge a lot of beliefs that I held very closely. The first one is fear of failure. From a girl who was scared of being judged by her peers in class to someone who is now putting herself out there on the internet with an opportunity of all the strangers in the world judging her, it's a lot. But when you hit that upload button and when your video goes up and when you don't win or get instant success, that's when it happens. That's when you realize how small and insignificant it actually is. Failure is not that big a deal, and failing in front of everybody is not such a big deal because people don't think about you as much as you think about yourself. And this failure or lack of success is something that you understand it for what it actually is. It's a learning curve. It's something where you get information and you try to understand what worked, what didn't work, why it didn't work, and how you can move it forward. And so instead of being crippled with the anxiety and with being scared of other people's judgment, you start to think, okay, this is a failure, this didn't work, now how do I come up with the next one? Because YouTube forces you to move on. You can't stay stagnant, just one video and wondering what went wrong there. The next one is people. One of the most beautiful parts of this journey is actually the people. You realize that people are genuinely nice and a lot of them actually want you to succeed. So getting a view, a like or a comment from strangers online or from my school friends whom we haven't spoken in like 10 plus years, or even my close friends and family who haven't really seen this side of me, means a lot more than anybody realizes. So on those bleak days or on those days where you feel very discouraged or you feel like giving up, those small tiny things are what really push you to move one step forward. The next is confidence. We live in a world where everything is glamorous, everything is aesthetic, everyone has this really nice routines for every part of their lives. Everyone seems like an expert in what they're doing or what they're talking about. And then it makes you question, what am I doing in my life and where do I even stand? But then making these videos made me push myself out of that thinking. It made me realize that it's okay if I'm still figuring things out, and just coming up here and talking about stuff that I know, I like, or I want to learn about is something which has made me be okay with myself and not have that huge crazy comparison with all the expert gurus. And the last one is overcoming perfection. There are so many parts into making a video, from writing to shooting to editing to putting up title, thumbnail, and it can be very daunting at first, but every step requires a lot of process and it never feels like it's enough. When you want everything to be perfect, nothing moves forward. And so this whole process makes you be okay with not having perfection. So you know at the back of your mind that something is not perfect, but you still have the courage to put it out there and for everybody else to see. And honestly, that's one of the best things, because I was like this overthinker and always wanted to do more tweaks and more changes, and maybe things can be a little bit better, but in the process nothing would ever move forward. But this YouTube has made me start the process, start taking the next step, even if I am scared of not having everything perfect. And that built a lot of resilience and a lot of counting on myself. So even though I haven't hit the 1000 subscriber mark or I don't earn money from YouTube, this has really changed my life in ways that I honestly did not expect. And I'm so glad that I started this journey and now I'm in it. And so if you're anything like me, shy, scared to put yourself out there, scared to share your ideas, this is your sign. Start small, be consistent, and remember that growth always happens outside comfort zone. So that's it for this video. See you soon in the next one. Until then, bye bye.